They had about 10,000 people in the place because it was a pay-per-view and the tickets went on sale months ago. And with AEW running the Chicago United Center, one would imagine that everybody that bought a ticket, whether they bought it for him or not, pretty much assumed they were going to be seeing CM Punk. Would you think that's not the case, Brian?
I would think anyone who bought a ticket within the last 2 months, minus the last week, thought that CM Punk was going to be there and more than likely in one of the featured matches.
Yes, and then they find out the day before that he's not going to be, and there was a smaller crowd for Saturday night for Collision. They weren't happy. And then they have 10,000 people coming. So you heard what they did before the pay-per-view when everybody was coming in, right, with the shirts?
I've seen several reports of this, and it seems so ridiculous that I almost, I want visual confirmation. It just seems preposterous in Chicago with all of this happening that they'd be confiscating shirts or signs.
Well, they weren't able to take people's shirts away. They were confiscating the signs. But if you came with a CM Punk sign, they would take it away. And if you came wearing a CM Punk t-shirt, they would make you turn it inside out or deny you entry to the building. And think about this, on that whole pay-per-view in Chicago, in the United Center, and this is the hottest topic, not only in the company, but in wrestling, did you see a CM Punk t-shirt?
I thought I did. I actually thought I saw a few. That's why I was surprised when I saw these reports coming out.
You didn't see any CM Punk signs, did you? Except for the one guy in the front row that said Tony Khan cured cancer. They made sure to leave that one.
No, there was another sign I saw. I don't know if it was Collision. I thought it was the pay-per-view. It said, "Cry me a river." And then it almost looked like they wrote in after the fact, CM Punk. Maybe because they couldn't get the sign in if it said CM Punk. But I don't know. I mean, that's
it.
He's their biggest merch mover.
Signs.
He's their biggest merch mover, I believe, up until, they fired him. I'm guessing they can't sell his merch anymore. But, WWF got killed in the Observer by those readers years ago for when they would make people who showed up in a Four Horsemen shirt. Like, you had to switch that shirt. You could not sit within camera view in a Crockett Promotion shirt. And that's what Tony Khan's doing now.
Well,
except they're his own shirts. That's the funniest part.
Well, now it's going to be in the Observer. It's going to be, he was just trying to keep the peace amongst the locker room by not letting the fans stir stuff up or some shit. But anyways, so they thought they might be safe.